Hi, my name is Ari,
Hi, my name is Dante.
and this is PenPop.
How are you today?
I'm great. I'm
On
divinity.
on on the illusion of the next week.
No, they literally don't like. They don't. They're gonna think it's the same week. It's the same day. Yes, people. It is the same day. Who cares?
So today,
We're starting off with another song surrounding religious controversy. Let's dive into.
God is a Woman by Ariana Grande.
PenPop.
Before we get into the lyrics, we have to get into the historical history behind "God Is a Woman." What do you remember about "God Is a Woman" by Miss Ariana Grande?
I got
Arianka
my
Grande.
half up, half down. Did it give Ariane? Did it give Arianka? That's what I remember the most. No, the Sweetener era was a fun time. My favorite era, favorite album from her. Great time to be a
Oh
fan.
my god, I should put her up. Should I put her up?
Yes, go put her up while I'm talking. So
Okay.
it was a great time to be a fan, despite it
My
being one of the
outfit.
darkest times for her personally. I totally understand. But as a fan, it was a really fun time. Like we didn't really know what was happening. If we look beyond all the drama, the unfortunate events, and focus on the music, when Nicki and Ariana ran pop on side to side, she really manifested that. From 2018 to 2020, Ariana was holding it down for the pop girls and the pop universe with the ruins it had left. There were so many memorable performances, interviews, photo shoots, and honestly, God is Woman was a big moment. I remember when No Tears was announced. We watched the 2018 VMAs performance together. She's there. We got the iconic platinum hair. Watching the Light is Coming music video on like Nike.com or something. I literally filmed a YouTube reaction to Sweetener when it came out. It was supposed to be my first YouTube video, but it actually half the footage was deleted because the camera ran out of battery and I didn't even know. So I that never saw the light of day. So I just grabbed the
Wait,
entire thing.
I
Yes,
know I flipped it upside down, but it's because I wanted her face.
of
I know it's
course.
supposed to be
Yes,
upside down.
yes.
Yeah.
And I remember listening to Bed when it came out in the summer by the pool, watching the VMAs, which were from God is a Woman. And we
Mhm.
were keeping up with the VMAs while we were at the Blue Jays game. Remember that? We were like just watching on Popgrave, updating the 2018 VMAs, getting all the things. Also, where the same day a waiter spilled an entire tray of nachos on me. Yeah, like I said, it was very chaotic.
Yes.
I remember everything. And also, Breathin' was one of my favorite songs, and I predicted it was going to be a single before it was. That's my thoughts.
Question. Remember what was our page that is supposed to be like pop culture, pop crave? What's it called
The
again?
latest
I don't know.
issue.
The latest issue.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in
One of
peace.
our many failed creative projects.
This is the furthest we've ever been in one.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't remember much, to be honest. Or where I was, the place I was eating, what the nacho plates. I don't remember none of that.
You're very
I
in
do
the
remember
moment.
that. I do remember that thing in the thing you said. I do remember the nacho plates or the Blue Jays in the latest issue updating it. I think what was most iconic is just the video, right? And her
Absolutely.
fucking up the world with a little finger twirl and the
Yeah, there's
planet.
so
Ooh, the
many.
hair.
When we were doing the research for this, I watched the music video again. I haven't watched it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Amazing, her best, for sure. The creative direction, the
Artistry.
artistic references.
Artistry.
The director did that. I think it's Dave Myers or David Finch. One of the Davids. They do all the iconic videos.
I think yeah, that's one of my favorite videos. And the message was there. The only thing I do remember people like the God is a woman thing. And I do love her Grammy performance. One of my favorite of all time. Her little,
Yes.
you know what I'm talking about, gets on the floor, the design on the stage, it was all perfect. But we'll get into
Yes.
that in a little bit. Alrighty, let's dive deep into the
Okay.
history, darling.
So, God as a Woman was released on July 13, 2018, as the second single from her fourth studio album, Sweetener. I also want to say kudos to Ariana for breaking the fourth album curse for herself, because at the time, a lot of her peers were going through it that year, as it was very male dominated, but she was holding down pop, like I said before. The song was written by Ariana, Max Martin, Savan Kotecha, Rickard Goronson, and producer Ilya.
God is a Woman is a mid-tempo pop hip hop hybrid track that blends with hip hop, trip hoppy R&B, and soft rock with the influence of reggae over hypnotic trap pop production. At the final post-chorus, Grande's voice is layered so that it sounds like a choir, but it really is only her, multiplied. This song contains assertive lyrics embracing her femininity and intertwining themes of sexuality and spirituality.
Yes. God as a Woman was
Yeah.
first teased in a scene in the music video for No Tears Left to Cry, which displayed what appears to be a working track list from the upcoming album where she has all her faces like on the floor and she's putting them on and off.
Mhm.
And she confirmed the title on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on May 1st, 2018.
On June 27, her day after her birthday, Grande revealed that the song would become the official second single from her album. In an interview with Sirius,
Serious.
Sirius XM radio, Andy Camila Cabello commented that God is a Woman was initially written for her, but eventually stating that it didn't end up sounding right for me.
God as a Woman reached a peak of number 8 on the US Hot 100, becoming her 10th top 10 single. And I would say this would be the beginning of her imperial phase where she was and still is untouchable at the moment.
Mhm.
Obviously, she was super successful before, but this is where it really like took off. Sweetener and Thank You Next, that back-to-back punch.
Yeah. The song also attained a top 10 peak within this chart within 17 countries, including number 1 in Greece, Iceland, and Israel, number 4 in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Singapore, Malaysia, number 5 in Australia, Canada, Hungary, yes, I am still hungry, and New Zealand, as well as reaching the top 20 in Austria, Denmark, Norway, Netherlands, and Switzerland.
The song was nominated for Best Pop Solo Performance at the 61st Annual Grammy Awards and received widespread acclaim from critics and fans alike. In March 2019, God is Woman was certified double platinum by the ARIA for shipments exceeding 2 million units.
The lyrics video for God is a Woman premiered on Grande's YouTube channel alongside the release of her single. The video visualized cloud-filled background that transitioned to a cosmic scene, ending with the still shot of the singer. The official music video was released later the same day. It was directed by Dave Meyers and featured a monologue by Madonna, where she paraphrased the version Ezekiel 25:17. Let's get the Bible.
See, I told you it was Dave Myers. I had a feeling. Oh, let's pull up the Bible. We really be pulling up the Bible a lot. Good thing you have a copy because I don't.
I don't know where Ezekiel is. Is that new, old?
I have no idea. It sounds old to me. But the thing is that she replaces the male pronouns to female pronouns, I believe. And it also appears in the movie
Ah.
Pulp Fiction.
He said, "And I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know what I am the Lord, and I shall lay my vengeance upon them." The video pays homage to the creative Adam Rimulus and Remus, astronomy female genitalia, and other visual imagery simulating to the No Tears Left to Cry, also directed by Mayers, as well as in Greek mythology. Alexa Miadi painted Grande for the music video.
Ariana performed God as a Woman for the first time on August 20th, 2018 at the MTV Video Music Awards at Radio City Music Hall. The performance was themed around the Last Supper, and she was on stage with 50 female dancers, as well as her mother Joan, her grandmother Marjorie, and her cousin Lonnie towards the end of the performance. And after she finished singing, the four of them bowed together before exiting the stage. A very powerful moment. She also performed an acoustic version of the song the same week on Good Morning America.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's my favorite performance. God is
Me
a
too.
Woman was included as the set list for the Sweetener session, a promotional tour in support of her Sweetener album. The song also included as the set opener of the Sweetener World Tour 2019, with a performance similar to the VMAs performance. It was infamously covered by YouTuber that who should not be named Charles. That
Oh,
was a lot to take in.
we'll be
Let's
back
just say.
after this short message.
Hey guys, we're stopping our very own podcast for our own fake ad until we get sponsorships by brands.
We love manifesting. Make sure to follow us on whatever social media you're on at PenPop Podcast to get notified for new episodes, because why would you miss them?
You can also message us your thoughts for future episode or just talk to us about pop music in general on our personal accounts at Dante Exido or at Ari Dominguez Official.
And if you like what you're hearing so far, don't forget to leave us a rating or review from wherever you're listening to this podcast.
And now, back to PenPop.
I'm in my pen.
It's time to get your pants out.
Let's see what Ariana was writing.
Yeah.
You love it how I move you.
Up and down the pole.
Oh. You love it how I touch you. My one. It's pretty self-explanatory. When all is said and done, you'll believe God is a woman. She's loving him so good. You'll believe God is a woman. She's changing
By the
his
end
whole
of this,
ideology.
you're going to think I'm a goddess or you're going to think I'm the one.
And I feel it after midnight, demon time. A
Got
feeling that you can't fight. Okay, we don't have
The
willpower.
feeling of an origami, you know?
My one.
I can't say it. I can't be explicit.
It lingers when we're done. Because we gotta go for round 2. You'll believe God is a woman.
My one, it lingers. Like
It's
stays.
still there. It's still there after. So we go again. You'll
Got it.
believe God is a woman. I don't wanna waste no time. Yeah.
You ain't got a one track mind.
Yeah.
You ain't got no. So basically, we
Let's get to it.
one track. So it's like you're not playing games. You only do this, and that's it.
It's like, let's get to
Okay.
the point. Have it any way you like. Yeah.
And I can tell you, you know how I want it, yeah.
And I can
And
tell.
I can tell that you know, I know how I want it. So
You
wait, I
know.
can tell.
I know. You know that I know what you know.
Bitch, I'm lost.
She said, "You know how I know how I want it. You know what I want." That's what
Got
she's
it.
saying.
Basically, lay it down.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else can relate.
I
Yeah, ain't
mean,
nobody getting it how good I'm getting it. That's
only
what she's
Kim
saying.
Kardashian, only Kim can relate because this is. I'm pretty sure this is about Pete.
Yeah, I mean, she wrote a whole. I mean, he laid it down good because she wrote a
I
whole
mean, the
song
whole
about him.
album,
Yeah.
boy. I like that you ain't afraid.
Sorry, yeah,
He
where are
ex-
we?
he's open minded. He explores. Boy,
That you're not
lay me
afraid.
down and let's pray.
Praying for who? What? I mean, I know this is part of the song, but I never like realized. Lay me down.
And let's
I thought she
pray.
said kneel me down and let's pray. Well, I've been singing it
Does
wrong
she,
the whole
does,
time.
does she feel bad after, or she needs to pray?
Boy, I like that you ain't afraid. Baby, lay me down and let's pray. Let's pray together. Like let's make love together. It's
Why
because
would she say
wait,
pray?
making love is a form of worship. So making love
It's an act of service to the Lord.
of servitude, absolutely. No, I think it is a worship. Like you're worshiping. We need a I'm starting to believe from every episode we should have like a the pastor, priest, somebody to talk about us because
I know. That should be our first guest. Father Michael, what do you think about
blasphemy.
this one? I'm
Okay,
telling you the way I like it, how I want it. She is instructive. She's in control. Janet, as she should be.
I'm telling you the way I like it, how I want it. Basically, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Let's hit the checklist one to one,
And I can be all
one
the
by one.
things you told me not to be.
So what does that mean? I can't be all the things you told me not to be.
See, I interpret in two ways. Like her, like when
You
people
always
like
interpret it two ways.
when people like role play and play different characters, but also like how we interpret her, the media and everybody criticizing her for how she does things. Like for
Right.
example, like I remember when everybody used to criticize her for always wearing the ponytail. And she's like,
Mhm.
I really don't care, I'm gonna wear the ponytail.
Everybody?
And everybody was like criticizing her when she first came out.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, can you just put down your hair for once? It looks so nice when you put it down, whatever. And now when you see a ponytail and thigh-high boots and an oversized sweater, who do you think of?
Arianka.
That's branding. So she's like, I
But I don't
did
think
what you
she
told me not to do.
but I don't think she did it out of like actual I think she was her hair but
But
people
she,
said her hair was damaged or whatever.
well, no, she said she likes putting it in a ponytail, but I also think it was an intentional thing. That's her signature. That's what she enjoys, and it's her signature
No, yeah, I
style.
agree. I think she did it unintentionally first, and then it's like, oh, this is what I like, and then I want to put it down because, like you said, yeah, then she became attached to that thing because everybody call her Arianka, pony half up, half down. You know
Half
what I'm
up,
saying?
half
Like,
down.
so yeah. Anyways, but you told me things, yeah, right. So not to be, or maybe the same thing can be said to like be a freak because she's a Disney girl, so you're not allowed to be freaking the
Maybe.
sheets.
And also, like maybe just women in general. Like women are told to be this way, but not too much. This be this, do this, do that, but not do this. Don't do that. And
No,
it's just like
yeah,
I can be multi-layered. I can be multifaceted. I don't need to be one thing, one archetype.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. She said, "I can be all." It's not that I
Because
am. I
God,
can be it.
because God is a holy figure that is everything. It's in everything. It's everywhere. It's interchangeable.
Next choir. So I mean, next line.
I mean, there is a choir coming. When you try to come from me, I keep on flourishing.
When you try to come for me, I keep on
Haters gonna
flourishing.
hate.
Remember, it's 27th. Was he Hezekiah? What's his name? We just read
Ezekiel, Ezekiel,
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, BBQ,
Ezekiel?
Ezekiel,
Ezekiel 25:18.
17. But yeah,
17. He should say, I'm coming for my revenge. So it's her trying to say, I'm coming. You tried to come for me. I'm not even phased, honey. I'm going to keep
and she
flourishing. I'm
flourished.
that
She
war.
really did. Everyone
But
was like,
also,
yeah.
you trying to come for me. I keep on flourishing. Do it with what you will. I'm not going to go there. Next line.
Oh my. And he sees the universe when
But I
I'm
mean,
the
it makes
company.
sense. You come for me, I
And
flourish.
he sees the universe when I'm the company.
And I'm a vessel. So I think she's trying
I
to say
get I
I'm a
get the
vessel.
I get the first part. He sees the universe.
Oh, he
It's
sees
eye
me.
popping.
So that's what I'm saying. I can be that. I can be that vessel for him to see God.
And then when
And
she
I'm
says
God as a woman.
and when she says when I'm the company, I think she means like when I'm accompanying you. I don't think she
Yeah.
just says it like it's like if you seek Amy, where like they're jumbling up the words to make it more catchy.
When I'm the company, absolutely. She's the vessel. She's like the person who transcends him into visiting God for a minute.
It's all in me. Do with that what you will.
Exactly. It's all in.
You love
I
it.
can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. I
You
can't say that.
love it how I move you, touch you, my one. When oh wait, but this is where the beat comes in. It's a chorus again.
Right. You
Here
you
we
love it
go.
how I move it,
We're
how I
here.
move you. You love it how I touch you. My one. The chorus again. You believe
You
God
believe
is a
God is
woman.
a woman.
Because again, we're leading into that thing. She's
Yes.
saying, she's the whole thing is that through sex, they worship. She can be the vessel for him to reach God. But again, the other side is the revenge and the whole thing. Like, you know what? I'm this bitch. You're gonna see me here. I'm
hmm
still retracted. Go.
I'll tell you all the things you should know. It's like God,
Right.
he supposedly he gave us free will, free choice, but he's still like manufacturing everything. He's everything we know today is because of him, whatever. So baby, take my hand, save your soul.
So baby, take my hand, save your
I
soul.
feel like that's something like someone would yell to me as I'm getting off the subway, like, take my hand, save your soul, save your soul. We're all gonna die. You know those people? I think we all know those people.
So random. That was so random.
I'm sorry, when you go to the city, you get off the subway, there's always that person with the sign, the pamphlets. We're all gonna die. You're going to hell. Take my hand, save your
Oh, I see what you're
soul.
saying. I thought you were saying like someone like telling you to, like you're getting off the subway just to be like, grab my hand, grab my hand.
No, no, I'm talking about like when you get up from the subway.
Like you talk about the people who, what are they called? What are they called? I don't know what they're called.
Hecklers? I don't
Heck,
know.
I love it,
Because
but
connection
I don't know
and
what she's
love
saying.
will save your soul from isolation, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
We
like
can
even
make it
from.
last. Take it slow.
So we can make it.
Hmm
That's why I like an Android vibrator.
She does.
We can
She
take
does
a
the
last.
We
And
can
I
make
can
it
tell you,
last.
you know how
Take
I
it
want
slow.
it.
Take it slow. We gotta make it last. We don't need to rush anything. And I can tell you that you know how I want it. Yeah, but
That you
you're
know, that you
different.
know.
But you're different from the rest.
I need you to enlighten me here because I'm lost for words. Take
It's
it
like when you're in love and
slow.
you're like, but he's different.
Right.
It's different from the previous
From the
relationships.
rest. Maybe her things that she's getting in it's very different. You know what I mean?
hmm
She's feeling different things. I think she's being. What if she's the one that was being taken to new levels? No, because
Yes,
she would
but
have
she's in
said,
control. Anyways,
"God is a
and boy, if you
woman."
confess, you might get blessed. If you confess your love for me, kind of like how we confess our love to God, then you will be blessed with,
Blessings by Bernice.
the word that rhymes with it. So, see if you
See if you
deserve
deserve what
what
comes
comes
next.
next. Are you deserving? It's going
Next.
to be based upon your confession.
Right. So saying if you wanna love, if you wanna get the treatments
You're going to have to
of
wine
my
and dine
love,
me.
you're gonna have to give me what I deserve.
I'm telling you
Okay.
the way I like it, how I want it.
Yeah.
And we go into the pre chorus again,
And I can be all
and
the
we go
things
into
you
the
need me
chorus.
to be. When you're trying to comfort me, I keep on flourishing. And he says the universe when I'm in the company is all
It's
in
all
me.
in me. And we're going to a whistle note, that, and then we do the chorus. And then we go into the choir part.
But I love it because the choir is like now they're both in heaven. And it's like you're finally here. You have arrived. Maybe
Maybe,
he confessed
yeah.
your love to her. Maybe he made good love to her, and they're here. And that's what she's singing in the choir. That what's the word I'm looking for? Congruence.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
the one I was looking for.
God
But
is a
okay.
woman. Yeah. My one, when all is said and done. You'll believe God is a woman. You believe God. God is a woman. Oh, yeah. God is a woman. Yeah.
It
One,
lingers when you're done.
you
You
believe
believe God is a
God is
woman.
a woman.
That's the ending. But the lingering, it lingers when you're done.
I
When
already
we
told you,
are done.
lingers is when it's
Okay,
still
bitch. But
there.
what's lingering?
Okay, so like for
I know what the word
example,
means. I just
your
don't know what's lingering.
well, let's say in the terms of God, like your faith, when you're not in church, your faith is still lingering. Your faith is still there, even when you're not in church, when you're not praying. Your faith is still there.
Yes, but I'm trying to
But
maybe it's like
she's
I'm looking for
saying,
the different. I'm looking for the biblical sense. Okay,
but
beyond
she's
repentance.
saying, she is saying that when she's done with Pete, then it
You'll believe God is a woman.
she's still lingering for his love. No, I think the overall message is we live in a patriarchy, but really we should be in a matriarchy because the endless potential opportunities, women give us life and they should be
Uh,
treated as God.
easy. So basically, I think she's trying to do a double entendre to sex coming together,
Yes.
two people coming together, and embellishing into this uh, worshiping behavior, and then she sees God, the true God, is in that can be in a sense, which would be, I don't know what her name again, the goddess of sex, Venus, Aphrodite. I don't fucking
Aphrodite,
know.
but this is a Catholic centered song.
I know. Well, but not necessarily. God is Allah. It can be Buddha. It
That's
can
true.
be Brahman. It can be
Well, I
Jesus.
just think like from her upbringing, she's Italian, if I'm not correct. So I
Well,
think
yeah, yeah.
she grew up. I was watching one of the interviews. She said she went to a Catholic, all girls Catholic school, I think.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I think it makes
I,
more sense with the music video because there's a lot of imagery going on.
yeah.
And this is also like almost at the height of the Me Too movement. Like it came at like the perfect time. It was a statement that needed to be said.
Now we're moving to the music video where he talks about shit that I don't know, and I pretend to listen. Go.
And I talk about shit that I don't know because some people don't do what's supposed to do. So because we can't be bothered
What?
to watch movies, we can't be bothered to watch music videos, we can't be bothered to
No,
watch interviews,
I
we can't
watched
be
the music
bothered to watch
video.
anything.
I watched the music video.
Recently?
I don't need to listen. I ain't got it engraved in my brain.
All right.
Go.
So we start with Ariana in the middle of the galaxy in a universe in the ponytail, and she switches to a waterbed with a purple paint swirling in, and Ariana laying on her side. She's naked, she's painted, and the painting suggests the shape of a female vagina or vulva. Then she's in a gray cavern, laying on a stool on a bed, naked, covered in foam with other dancers. Then we get to a paper mache book. It opens with Ariana in business attire, sitting on a stool while little men, it's like kind of like paper mache, like you know those cards you open up and the paper
Mm-hmm.
pops out. They are mad at her and they're throwing sexist words and insults at her. In the pose of the famous sculpture "The Thinker" by Auguste Rodin. Then she is dressed in religious garments with a group of women. And all the women are facing away from the camera, and she's the only one facing towards the camera. Then she's in the famous Jean Paul Gaultier cone bra, made famous by Madonna, with wolves barking on her head and her shoulders, like Cerberus, the mythical dog with three heads, who guarded the gates of hell, according to Greek mythology. And it alternates between her dancing with a mirrored version of herself. Then she's also swaying within the flame of a church candle, back in the space. And this is where you were talking about, where she's like swirling the hurricanes, referencing the goddess Gaia, which is the Greek earth goddess. Then it randomly cuts to two gopher holes popping out of the desert, screeching. This meant like kind of like unleashing the rage for what it is to feel like a woman. Then it curls back to a mountain of drawn Arianas where she appears pregnant or hugging a rock. And then it cuts to her being held up by men with sparkling goggles. Reference to
And that's when the pregnancy comes in. The you might get blessed. Well, you get
yes,
flourishing. The
exactly.
flourishing.
Capitoline Wolf, a sculptor of the mythical she-wolf who nursed Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome. Then she's back in the black and gold attire, levitating in a meditative stance with astronomy circling around her. We're back in the universe. Then we go to the monologue of Ezekiel 25:17, and she's in like an army attire with cat ears and a helmet and a big mallet hammer, and she throws the hammer up and it shatters a glass ceiling. With a woman's pair of legs open, she's in between, and then she's walking on a wire with balloons, breaking to see a woman in white gowns like a choir with Ariana in the middle, the chorus part. And then she's on another scene where she's on a lighthouse balcony at night. It's black and white, kind of like My All Mariah Carey, overlooking cliffs of water splashing. And the video ends with her in a gold corset with different women of color to recreate Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam, with her as God and another woman as Jesus. So it's a lot to get through, but it's
Oh,
really
absolutely.
beautiful. It's visually stunning.
It's definitely one of my favorite songs for sure, and favorite videos. I think, yeah, like it was more of like what it's trying to show is that women are part of the creation. If because I think back to the remember when she's touching the fingers, whatever. It was Adam, and she's trying to say, no, no, no. It could have been Eve too. It could have been Adam and Eve, but we always
Right,
try to make it about the man when it actually, in fact, could be the woman. But again,
right.
it's that bringing that idea that when you are with a woman or whatever, with you, or with another significant being, you can transcend into this place of worship and being togetherness, or collaboration, and bringing that to make it into a experience where they could be seeing God or whatever, seeing another human being.
It like draws upon different mythology and religions of like female goddesses and gods because it's important to show women in positions of power. Exactly. Okay, let's talk about our favorite performance of it at the MTV
Grammys.
VMAs. Grammys.
Grammys.
I don't have Grammys down here.
I'm kidding. I said Grammys before, that's why I was like Grammys.
Yeah, so if you remember, she's wearing like all gold outfit and she has her straight hair, which we never get to see.
No, the stage
When she
was
does
so
it,
grandeur.
yeah. Thank you. They started using hologram technology, so they made the ceiling look like it was a universe. So this
Yeah.
because the Radio City Music Hall, it's a very small venue. So like they made it look so big and I was like, how did they do this? Hey guys, if you're listening to this episode, I'm currently editing this and I just realized we both got cut off. I don't know why. The platform that we use to record this podcast is very reliable, but for some reason we got cut off. I do apologize for the technical inconveniences and for us not being able to finish our thoughts on God as a Woman. All that's left is a little snippet of me with my final thoughts and half of our outro. So we're going to go out with that. But thank you for listening to this episode and we'll see you next time on PenPop. This song is very referential. I love how she combines symbols of femininity, Renaissance art, modern art, and pay homage to all her female idols such as Madonna and other people. I love that she recognizes her impacts because a lot of pop stars will not acknowledge this today, and her respect and awareness of her impact is what will make her have a long career. I think Sweetener was such an important turning point for her aesthetically, artistically, personally, and visually. I imagine Ariana's career as before Sweetener and after. It was kind of like the moment when Dorothy opens the door in The Wizard of Oz after landing in the house and everything goes from black and white to color. And that's literally what happened. It's like a total reinvention, very crucial for her. And I think after Positions, she's going to do another 180 again and she's going to shock us all. And I think this was an underrated moment in her career looking back. The God is a Woman video and anthem, like everyone, I feel like, leans towards No Tears Left to Cry and the tour and whatever, and it kind of got overshadowed because I don't think it was properly finished because Thank You Next came so fast. And I love the song, love the video, deserved to go #1, deserved video of the year to the VMAs, and Grammys were due. Yes, give us a rate and a review and follow us on socials. Bye. PenPop is produced and edited by Ari Dominguez and Dante DiDomenico, hosted by Ari Dominguez and Dante DiDomenico. Graphics created by Ari and Dante. Theme music created by Ari. Thank you to the listeners who support us. If you'd like to show your support or learn more information, visit the show notes in your podcast app. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use.
I'm hungry.
Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.